Talk to me about Purdy because right away, I'm getting energy. I'm feeling a little Aaliyah vibes, all of the things. So tell me where she's at when we initially meet her, and we're going to go on a journey with her for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So it is that story of, a young woman full of potential and aspirations, but surrounded by the wrong people and the wrong influences can be stifled and stamped out. And instead of being supported in her artistic vision or her preferences, being controlled. So we really meet her at that part where she definitely has her own voice, but she hasn't quite figured out how to make that known or to stand in it.
So with that, we see her when she's shooting her video, borrow jewels, the standard hookup, cars, courtesy of Meech and Terry.
Yeah.
What are her impressions of the music industry and what it takes to be successful in it?
Well, I think that she's just like full of ambition. So she's almost ready to just accept whatever her manager tells her because she's like, I know what I want. So she's definitely got like a tunnel vision. And she's like, if I have to make these sacrifices, then that's just what it is. And, she's also being fed that information by the person who wants to, control her. So.
So, about that relationship, is she in love with him? Is it just a means to an end? What are her thoughts as far as he goes and his, leadership?
Yeah, I think it's complicated. I think when someone is helping you and you have a big dream, you almost don't want to see the bad sides. And so I think that she has this vision of him, which he's told her that he's going to do, going to make her a big star, right? And so she's just focusing on that. And I don't think she even lets herself entertain that this man might be a real problem for her or negatively impacting her.
Okay, so what are her impressions of Meech? Because he comes at her heavy with some offers, that sound really appealing, but I'm
Hmm.
sure she heard that on the other side as well. So, what are her thoughts about Meech?
Yeah, I think it's that, right? I think she thinks all of these men are more or less going to be the same situation. So it's kind of like, yeah, Trell approached me with opportunities as well. And then, there's the underbelly of it. So it's like, why would I trade one for the other? And the other is like an unknown. At least with Trell, I know what I'm dealing with. But I do think that there is a fear there because I think she does see a better life with Meech and she does deep down believe him and in his values and can sense that. And so I think she starts to feel that she might need to make a change and that's scary.
So there are other elements at play. She is doing this R&B vibe, but she really has a heart for hip hop. Has she always been that way and she kind of got molded into R&B, or is this something that has evolved since she's been on this chase?
Yeah, I think that she's always just gravitated towards music and that Trell caught her at a time that she maybe hadn't specified what she wanted, and so he just imprinted his vision onto her, which happens so often with young artists, right? They're not necessarily sure, they know they're drawn to this, and then someone who wants to kind of like take that will be like, well, you're doing this. I think that over the course of time, when she started becoming more of an R&B artist, she started realizing that it wasn't aligned with her. Like as this is moving forward, you're like, actually, this isn't quite it. And I really do have these rap aspirations and these hip hop and this like edge to her.
So we also see her get a kind of Cinderella moment. She's
Yeah.
gonna, go through some things. And one of the things that I thought important was that Meech wanted to make sure her self-esteem was built up. Is she in that state because of what Trell has imprinted on her, or is that who she is fundamentally?
I think it's a combination. I don't think that Purdy is inherently lacking in self confidence or self assurance. I think that she's lived a life that has caused her to second guess what she knows is true deep down. She knows she has an authentic message to say. She knows that she's talented and is a great artist and can do all of these things. But I think, and that's life, right? Especially as an artist, as like a vulnerable, you like open your heart. The world can sometimes chip away at that truth, at that honesty and authenticity. And I think that some things in her life would have impacted that. But I definitely think that Trell would have been a really big accelerator in, because he wants her to feel insecure. That's the point. It's easier to
Yeah.
control an insecure person.
These are facts. Now we got another little thing added to the mix with Purdy. She likes to ski, and we see some deets of that. Is that going to cause a problem for her moving forward in this situation?
I mean, I feel like substances are such a risky situation. I think especially with artists, you're going into a lot of nerve-wracking situations, and if there's a quick little bump, if you will, that you can give yourself to kind of really push yourself out there, it can be a dangerous thing because then you feel that maybe you need to rely on that. But we will definitely find out Purdy's fate as regards to her little preference.
Last thing, we get to see some top hip hop moments and artists through this, Purdy introduction. How does that feel recreating like such an iconic moment in hip hop?
I still have chills. I remember every single second of shooting the Source Awards. It was incredible. Like it was truly just like seeing everyone dressed up and representing these hip hop icons and the energy in the space, because I think we were all feeling that. We were all feeling that this is incredible and just like I feel like there was a lot of excitement. So it was a really, really incredible moment.